limited over matches for the A team, and he haven't suggested that he's in form for that version. So that, for some reason, was a surprise for me.
The chase selection.
Also, O'Shane Thomas didn't show much to suggest that. Didn't show much, in my opinion, to suggest that he's ready for this type at that level.
The O'Shane Thomas matter, I would have given him the T20 version, but he needs some work in terms of the longer version, and that is clear.
The O'Shane Thomas, I would have taken him out totally and get him some remedial work.
An ambush is out for John Campbell, who didn't really show anything. Hanging his bat out. Hodge trapped on the crease. Good delivery. Let's look at it. Leaving him and his feet.
Playing well away from the body they set, and that is the concern that we've been having. The batsman, he was in a good position in terms of the feet. He was right back, but his hands was far away from his body, just reaching for that delivery. The question would be, how many runs would you want to score from that delivery?
This time he gets bat on it, but brilliant fielding.
We have seen some good fielding and good catching throughout the game from both teams.
Certainly. High standard of fielding.
Shamar Holder taking a couple of excellent catches.
Yes, and that fielding as well from Gill earlier. High class, going to his left. Ambus, a non-selection. I think he was he didn't set it on fire, but he was the most consistent batsman in the West Indies A team. Would have played the last two at the World Cup, but was overlooked. Something to ponder. So Ambus would have scored. Well, that's the over 9 without loss, but Ambus would have scored, 161 runs in the 5 ODIs. Average 32, not something big to write home about, but he was the most consistent of the batsmen. And when you look at it, he was not considered. John Campbell, on the other hand, you give the impression he played 3 matches, scored only 30 runs. And he really looked as though he had lost it. So, you know, those are some of the issues, but I would leave Zoral Bartley with you to continue your discussion.
The Indians continue to plug away, looking for a breakthrough here. They would want to believe if they can get one before lunch, or 2 maybe, it could create a situation where they could put some pressure on the West Indies A. They have a lead of about 84 or so. Or 86, I think. As we say, welcome to you, Zoral Bartley, the West Indies A. Getting a reasonable start, have a deficit of 80 odd. What would you think the approach should be going forward?
Well, then, Kenneth, certainly the West Indies A has the momentum coming out of those 3 wickets late yesterday afternoon. Getting the last 5 wickets for 26 runs, and hopefully they can take the momentum into this innings. And you consider 286 for 5 when the new ball was taken to 312 all out. 5 wickets for 26 runs.
And you would have to give the bowler some credit, because throughout the day, yesterday and the first day, we didn't see a lot of assistance for the fast bowlers. Pretty flat pitch, looks very much like a road. So we have to give them some effort yesterday and this morning.
Certainly did. Was 4 wickets for fast bowler Cummins. Two wickets for Holder. But I think with regards to the West Indies performance yesterday, Kenneth, if you were to ask me, the captaincy and the tactical awareness of Captain Shamar Brooks certainly stood out alongside the fielding of Shamar Holder.
My highlight would have been Shamar Holder. The way he looked in the field, of the 3 fast bowlers that played for the West Indies, he looks to me the one that has got the most promise. He looks like he can get stronger, he can get faster, and he got some away movement, quite significant away movement from the right-hander, which suggests that he definitely can take this forward to a next level.
In addition, when you see a fast bowler taking the kind of catches that he took yesterday, those 2 catches, one swirling over his head at mid-on, and the other one diving forward and diving to his right, and a hook shot at long leg, those are brilliant catches. And for a fast bowler, just shows the athleticism of the young man, and certainly, one to work with. Siraj was getting the deliveries previously to seam away. This one delivered from wide of the crease was coming back to him. Unsure whether to leave or to play. The last minute went through bat and pad.
He had no clue what was happening there. And we saw that in the previous over where delivery similarly coming from around the wicket. And he was very indecisive, pulling the bat away after the ball had gone past. On this occasion, wanting to leave that delivery, but saw it coming back and attempted to get bat in it, but it went past. Good delivery. And so he would want to pay attention, Zawal, and he would want to step towards that delivery. Just standing on the crease is going to create some problems for him.
Those 2 catches